What illegal thing do you do on a regular basis? Nothing, officer. Hardly anyone is saying speeding, and I know you're lying. I have beehives on my property. It's against zoning code for properties under 40 acres or something. Climb trees. It's illegal in Canada, but the police think it's a stupid law and don't enforce it. The railing by the basement stairs is 0.25 inches too short. Once a week I put my prescription drugs in a weekly organizer to make it easier to take them every day. Not sure if it's apocryphal, but I've read of a student, in UK I think, who demanded that he be provided mutton and ale during the exams, citing an obscure university bylaw from centuries ago. The professors compromised and gave him a burger and Coke. After the exams, he was fined for not wearing his ceremonial sword to the exam. Hypothetically, of course. Jaywalk. Pretend my jury summons didn't arrive. Go to disneychannel.com, without my parents' permission. Jaywalk. It's 5 a.m. and I'm walking to my miserable job. No way I'm waiting for a walk signal. Musical note: yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Musical note. I read somewhere once that it was illegal to sing off-key in North Carolina. Sad face. Don't blame me for enjoying my weird music and having no vocal training. Why nothing, of course. I pirate a lot of movies, games, TV shows and torrent them. Horse thievery, fraud, murder, sedition, traveling across state lines for the sole purpose of fornication, speeding, impersonating a police officer, impersonating a man of the cloth, burglary, buggery, grand larceny, treason, hijacking, trespassing, desecration of the flag, grave robbery, bank robbery, fishing without a license, car theft, failure to support. Walk around suspiciously with a fish. Ride a bicycle at night without pedal reflectors. English law says a bicycle ridden at night must have amber pedal reflectors. This actually seems like a good idea, but is incompatible with clipless pedals. Nice try, FBI. Dads of Reddit. What's a tip you can give a soon-to-be father for the first year of fatherhood? 90% of the toys and accessories you must buy will go unused. It's a cliché, but your kid will play with the box more than anything. I highly recommend books as it's good learning and bonding time. No matter what happens, don't shake the baby. Understand that to your child you are a giant. When you get mad, realize that you yelling at the kid is like a 30-foot giant standing over you. Really try to imagine how scary that would be. If you do it right, you'll picture that every time you get angry, and it'll give you some perspective. Be patient. Every skill you want your child to master needs time to develop and space to flourish. They can't just copy your way of doing things, because they won't make sense to the child the same way they make sense to you. Always discipline out of love, never hate. Never forget that you're a parent first and a cool friend last, though. When changing diapers. If it's a girl, wipe front to back. If it's a boy, assume it's loaded and will unload at any time and at max range. Edit. The comments after my original reply made me think of another very important one that others have mentioned. Because I am having a massive wave of nostalgia reading everyone's anecdotes, and it would take too long to reply to all of them. Share your stories, connect with others, and don't be afraid to join social circles, groups to connect with other new parents. It makes us realize we are not alone with our struggles. No matter how frustrated you get, remain calm and remember they have no way of communicating how they feel or what they want. It just takes time. Bonus. An excellent pair of noise-canceling headphones can be a lifesaver the first 3-6 months. Not to ignore them obviously, but if you need to walk them around to calm them down, it helps a lot. The first 8 weeks are not representative of the overall experience. Some people say the first 8 weeks are the hardest. Some people say it gets easier after the first 8 weeks. But that's almost an oversimplification of the transition to parenthood. What I'm trying to say is, there will be days during the first 8 weeks that you think things are going badly. Don't despair in those sleep-deprived emotional moments. You've got this. When my wife was breastfeeding, she would get super thirsty the moment our baby latched on. Have a glass of water ready when she sits down with the baby. Take pictures and make memories. My wife says a lot how she takes pictures of me and the kids doing things but doesn't have any of herself and the kids. 5 years from now you'll look back and say, wow, it feels like we just came home from the hospital yesterday. It's not as horrible as some people make it out to be. Even on the sleepy days, when the baby looks at you and giggles, you realize it's all worth it. You never know. The baby might just sleep like an angel through the night. Watching them learn and become more and more independent is a joy to watch. One day at a time, one nap at a time, and don't get so wrapped up in parenthood that you forget you have to be a husband or boyfriend as well. You got this. Don't be afraid to be affectionate with your child. There's nothing wrong with a man kissing and hugging his children. Men should be able to do the same things their wives, partners do. A baby cannot be reasoned with. Be patient. They may act illogically. Deal with it. Breakfast. Dad's own breakfast. You are the pancake master, Frenchiest French toaster on the planet. Saturday, Sunday morning breakfast is my world, my domain. Kids, grab a seat and talk to Dad while I fry some bacon, and like magic you hear all their wins and fears. When they have friends over, you get to put on a show flipping pancakes, and like magic you get to know their friends and they tell you things while you're cooking about your kid you wouldn't otherwise know. So, start your breakfast experiments now. My favorite is Almond Joy coffee creamer, flavor in the pancake mix, subbing it for half the milk. Treasure every moment regardless of how challenging they may appear. Allow your child to make mistakes. Learn to listen. The days are long, and the years are short. Take pictures. As little person grows you grow, and vice versa. If you have doubts, talk to another dad. If you see your significant other struggling, support them. You're a team. 3 things I lived by for the first few weeks. If baby is crying, check diaper. If baby still crying, try burping. If baby still crying, try feeding. Repeat if necessary. Even with all your research, when baby comes, you have natural instincts that will kick in. Don't doubt those instincts. Research helps, yes, but instincts are you being a parent. Edit. This also helps relieve gas for baby. Baby bicycle kicks. I'll also add, language production lags hard behind comprehension. Children first start detectably recognizing human speech by about the age of 6 weeks. They definitely comprehend quite a bit by 6 months. Your child understands a lot more than they can say. Talk to them like they're people. Explain things that are happening to them, especially things that will hurt, like vaccines. This is going to hurt, but it's to stop you getting sick and feeling bad. Can actually have a 6-month-old baby smiling sweetly at the nurse when they get jabbed, if you're lucky. Don't lie to them. They won't have the words, but the sentiment of, "fuck you old man," can kick in early. This is for a bit later. When they start walking or even crawling. If they fall, give them a second. Chances are they are okay and will watch your reaction to figure out how they should react. If you wait a moment to see, they will often get up and go on like nothing happened. If you rush over and start fussing over them, they are more likely to learn to cry every time they fall. Kids are super durable. Obviously, it also depends on severity. If they climb a chair and fall off smacking their head on the floor, you need to check on them immediately. But most small falls a kid takes are minor and they will take their cues from you. Girl babies are equally as capable of peeing across a room. Also get used to apologizing to your kid when you make a genuine mistake. Teaches them to take responsibility for one's own actions. 1. You no longer live for selfish things. Everything you do now affects your child. 2. Enjoy every second of it, even the frustrating times. 3. Your newborn won't get a good night's sleep right until you think you can't take it anymore. Then just like that, poof, the sleep like a baby. 4. Challenge yourself to better yourself in every way, mind, body, and soul. You owe your child the best you that you can give them. 5. Congratulations, and welcome to the best, most frustrating, and most rewarding group in the universe. If the baby boy has an erection, he's about to pee all over you. You're not going to be perfect, don't expect to be. And get your sleep whenever you can.